After what a lot of people could consider a disappointing end to the Florida Panthers 2025 season, their quest to try to defend and go for a three-peat that fell a little bit short because we saw they didn't even qualify for the playoffs. There were a lot of injuries during the regular seasons, and it had its own ups and downs. Well, now if you check social media, they've gone for the big one. I'm going to give my thoughts and reactions to this. Like, clearly, one thing that a lot of people were talking about, is the Tkachuk brothers reuniting after what we saw, what they did in the Winter Olympics and everything that, transpired there. I think it was kind of funny to me to see how, like, going into the off season, you could hear like is there going to be contract disputes? And what was one thing that he had mentioned in some of his post game interviews after the Carolina series? Don't worry about the contracts. Like, I'm not going to talk about it because, it's going to be a distraction in the offseason. And then you pull up, social media, and then all of a sudden you see, oh, geez. Okay, he just got traded to Florida. Pretty surprised on this. Now, one thing that I will say, this is huge news if you look at hockey in the sense of, okay, one player can make or break a team. I don't see it that way. Like, we have seen it with Carolina, we saw it with Florida, we saw it with Vegas. Like, this isn't like basketball where there's a huge, one player can. Yes, there can be one player that can help turn around a franchise and start to get it going in that path. But, like, you look at Tkachuk on Ottawa alone. How many playoff wins? How many playoff series wins? How many, like, they recently just got swept. Or you go and you turn also, you can look at Vancouver, you can look at Edmonton. Like, it took a while for Edmonton to get to the point where they went back to back with those McDavid years. And even now, people are thinking, oh, McDavid's not going to stay. He's going to request a trade. I think, though, here's the thing. I think it improves Florida. I think it makes Florida just that much better. I think injuries is ultimately what led to them missing the playoffs last season. But to crown them and be like, oh, they're winning the Stanley Cup, I think we should pump the brakes just a little bit. I mean, yeah, it's cool seeing the Tkachuk brothers come back together and play again on the same ice. That is cool. They saw the Carolina Hurricanes win, and they're like, nope, okay, we need to, hey, call in the big guns. But I think a lot of people are already speculating, like, okay, now Hellebuck's going to get traded too, and he's going to, and they were talking about, like, oh, it's Team USA, which I'm convinced, and this is kind of like just a little fun prediction to throw out there, we eventually will see two super teams, and it will be a Team USA super team and then a Team Canada super team. That'd be funny, but I think it's a big improvement for Florida, just to kind of help with the line depth. And bringing him on board, he doesn't need to be the guy that carries the team, kind of like what his, role was with Ottawa. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised he left Ottawa because in the trading culture of, like, what hockey is, guys stay with their teams through and through majority of the time. Now, there are times where we have our exceptions, like our Hughes and our Mitch Marners of the world, where they get traded away. But I think, like, it's funny that, like, well, okay, so if Tkachuk goes to Florida, then that means Larkin's not going to Florida. That means Larkin's going to Vegas or Minnesota, which is, it is what it is. I think Florida, they're probably going to have a bounce back season. I would guess that because, I mean, their team is better than what their record indicated. And yeah, the East seems pretty open. I mean, again, with the Carolina joke, the team that they had beat the last two times, they're like, no, we need to bring someone on board. So anyways, guys, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit a like and subscribe to see a big impact. Be sure to let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.